I'd like to introduce next Dr. Shakouri to the stage. He does not only act as the director for Joint Venture Silicon Valley, but he also acts as a co-chair for the NIST GCTC Wireless Supercluster, for which I am also on the leadership. So I get to have weekly calls with these gentlemen and ladies that are doing good work here. So anyway, please give a round of applause to Dr. Shakouri, and we're looking forward to this presentation.
Good afternoon, Cincinnati. You guys are the hardcore people who are lasting. I was told you're getting free lunch, but it looks like it happened beforehand. Joint Ventures Silicon Valley is an organization that looks at the roadmap for the Valley on the next 20, 30 years. How do we make it more productive over the time? What I tried to do is I saw a lot of presentation. How many of you are doing IoT activity? Okay, a handful. Any farmers? Okay, no farmers. They're working hard. It's good weather outside. So, health. I think one of the key things we wanted to do is I want to share with you is I use this slide as jokingly is we need to watch more cartoons if we want to do the future of the smart cities, because it seems like they know something that the rest of us have missed. I think that's the reason the kids can catch much faster these new technologies and activity. I'm pleased to share with you two initiatives, activity. One of them is Wireless, and the Wireless as a group, what is working on, and the other one is rural and agriculture. I'm not going to repeat. These are background for you in case you want to go look at the detail of it. The main thing I would say is, as Jack mentioned, these are the organizations who are involved in the wireless activity. Mainly the idea is to get cities and innovative companies working together to come up with a plan and make a case study. One of the good things about Global City is we're trying to come practical things on the ground. There's already a lot of work that is done. Capture it, write about it, and then look at overall and make a picture of, oh, this is a potential direction, such that if you're a city or you want to do some activity, you can leverage it. In 2017, the focus was Wi-Fi. If you're doing any Wi-Fi deployment, I recommend to you to look at the blueprint. It's a very nice report of some of the examples of Wi-Fi and what was done, and again, it's interesting from that perspective. This year, we have focused on IoT and look at the IoT technologies and that, but because of that, we are looking at security, privacy, element integration into that one. And I'm sure in the next year would be additional element. We have a survey going on. I think if you're a organization who is interested to participate and share some of your results, I put that in there such that we appreciate you give input. If they do the input, they get a free cookie. Okay, I'm told. Hopefully, no bribing allowed. Okay, it's okay. So I think we are looking at both two areas. One of them is IoT networks, and the other one is cybersecurity. In order to give you an example of it, I thought maybe to share, because I don't know how many of you, but we are looking for mainly a state, government, municipality, or academic who are doing some innovative IoT deployment and capture that experience. And one of the key things is, like anything else, how many IoT networks and designs are out there? More than what you can count with the two hands. That means complexity. It's a little bit hard to see, but in the survey, we try to make it simple. We're trying to identify, these are just short list of items, and the idea is to capture different technology that are being deployed for different applications, and from that level. Then I think another question that comes back is, one of the areas is what do you use IoT for, correct? And the direction of IoT is there are people who are looking at the street lighting, we are looking at intelligent parking, and many different examples, water, and one of the key questions for us is to try to capture case studies that are related to those examples, because I think it will help a lot when you have that specific direct activity. Then I think it goes through some of the other question is, when you look at this project, there's a lot of things involved, from security, from data management, when you do end-to-end network deployment. And this is the purpose of the survey. And then, who wants to make money? Anybody? I just want to make sure who's awake. Okay, 2 of you are awake. The rest of you want to pay. Okay, please pay these two some money. They are looking for funding. I think one of the key questions is, how do I make money out of this? Remember, one of the key questions in here is not just technologies like this. We are solving a problem. There is economic development. There is activity like that that is important. And so our survey purpose is to capture these kind of questions. And then the other thing is, what are the issues? Many things related, funding, structure like that needs to be captured. And again, this is a survey. Please look at the website and answer that. If you answer that, send me an email. I personally mail you a cookie, okay? Zach cannot do it, but I'm allowed to do that. So I think we appreciate to get inputs like that. I am also involved in another supercluster. I don't have any regular life, so I have to be involved in different things, I'm told. 4 kids, so I have to travel a lot. That's what my wife says. That's the purpose, to find these things. Agriculture and rural. This is a new supercluster that just was formed last year. The main purpose is the following. We are working with farmers and look at how do we make farming to the next level. We are also looking at the issue of rural health and rural connectivity. And from that level, and I thought this is a very new supercluster. We are looking for companies, people to get engaged. And I thought in order to share with you, I'm involved in 2 projects that I think would be very interesting. One of them is the Wabash Heartland Innovation Network. How many of you know this one? It's just west of you a little bit, close by. 3 hours drive, since I'm going to drive from here to there this afternoon. This is a network that is done in Indiana. There is 10 counties. And one of the things is good is that they're building an innovation center. I think they got a small money of $40 million. And they're building a network basically for agriculture and rural connectivity. And what I like is that is mainly trying to go after underserved community. One of the initiatives of ag and rural is not to go to the main city, which we have a lot of capability. If I am in a rural community, how do I take benefit of these solutions? And remember, if I'm a farmer, I really don't care about IoT. I don't care about broadband. I want to make more money. I want to make my information. They only have income once a year, and there's a very interesting dynamic that needs to be done. If I have a rural community, health is a big issue. How do I solve that one? And this is an example of them. Again, I apologize in the eye chart, but they have selected 2 initiatives. They want to come up with the future of agriculture and manufacturing. And this is a multi-state organization involved, and I think their engagement with global city is very important for us. Another area project is Alabama. It is an interesting area that they're selecting. There's more than 1 million people. There is a major underserved community. And what I like about them is this is a public-private partnership trying to get how do I go after underserved community and provide them broadband, but more services. And one of the key things that I think we have learned before is what is the most important to that community is how can I get education up? How can I get better health? How can I make more money? And how do I do those applications? All these other technologies are great, but how do I make economic development go up? So in this case, these counties come together and putting a plan and raising a significant amount of funding to do these projects. Thank you very much for your time.